Socially awkward people have a lot to offer. They were just never taught the skills of how to be social. Yeah, they should have taught you it in school, but instead you learn about a bunch of rubbish. Your body is made to protect you, not for your happiness. And then, depending on your first few encounters, you could have had some very bad first experiences being social, and then your body just wants to protect you, so it keeps you locked in, keeps you in that shy identity. But that can change. The fear of judgment is one of the biggest things that stops us. It's literally in our DNA. It's like our system. Yeah. When he was cooking us, he put it in there for some reason. Yeah. The reason is we're tribal creatures. Yeah. We don't want to be outcast. We don't want to be ostracized. So what does our body do? It protects us. Yeah. Rejection means you get kicked out the tribe. And that's literally the number one goal of our body. Survive. So why would it ever want you to be like big, high vibration, confident energy? It wouldn't. But then you can hijack this fear of judgment, this fear from your brain, and teach it that really that doesn't exist anymore. A lot of shy people also, especially when I was really shy, I used to monitor myself, self-monitor my body language while I was saying, overthinking all the time. And, to be accepted, to be liked. We all want to be liked. So that's why we do it. But then, when you bring this energy into the room, it reeks of insecurity, desperation. And this exact thing is why it repels everyone sometimes. The energy in it, I can teach you to be relaxed and stop the fear of judgment, stop these things hijacking you, because all of these can change. They're just a skill. When I was in school as well, I would always see like other people, and they would be talking and braggadocious, and you think, oh, that guy's confident, but really, sometimes loud, obnoxious people aren't confident. That's how they project their insecurity. Some people, they walk in the room and they think, I gotta be the most interesting person in the room. So they put on an act. They put on a facade just to be liked and accepted, because that's their way. But obviously society doesn't comment so much on those type of people, because they think, oh no, those people are fine. But sometimes they're not deep down. Sometimes you need a quiet confidence, a quiet, stable, secure inner peace. Yeah, it's the ability to speak, say your piece, but only do it when you want to do it. Coming from when you actually want to speak, not being forced. It's not a reaction. It's an action that you have control over. That's the key. When we don't live with our inner compass, listening to our gut, we attract the wrong people. And that can bring a whole bunch of other problems. That's why I believe this is one of the most important skills to learn. Now, I want to give you some tips in this video to help you. The first one is identity. Yeah, people who don't speak, people who are shy, people who haven't got the evidence. Their brain tells them like, oh, I'm the shy person. Or people even tell you it, and then you tell you it's other people speaking in your brain. It's not true. Yeah, and it can change. It changes with evidence. If you walk into every social encounter saying, I'm the shy one, or I don't know what to say, or I'm awkward, what energy do you think you're going to produce? That energy. So you don't want the energy. You want the energy that you want. Begin to start saying that to yourself already. Identity. Tell yourself who you want to be, and then your brain will tell you those stories. You know how our brain just literally just says stuff, the stories? It comes from our identity. We have the power to change our identity, and our brain will slowly change the self-stories, and then our actions will change. Instead of saying I'm shy, or I'm socially awkward, or I don't have any social skills, say I'm learning these social skills. That subtle shift already begins to change your mind, your mind frame. One is stuck in permanent denial. a permanent identity that doesn't serve you. The other one is a growth mindset that will take you to the place that you want to be. Remember this, confidence is not a personality trait. It's just evidence. Evidence can be built over time. The next one is skills. It's in the name, isn't it? Social skills. So what is a skill? Learn to play piano. Can you get on the piano and go like that on day one? No. So with social skills, it's the exact same thing. Yeah, don't think you're gonna go outside and you're gonna be like flipping Leonardo DiCaprio, wooing all them women. It just doesn't work like that. It starts with a one rep looking at like some cashier when you're in the shop and saying, hey, oh thank you. Small things like eye contact, just looking. Like some people like walk like this. Yeah, I used to walk like this and I don't even speak with it. Just looking up like that and looking at people in the eye while you walk, that's a rep. That's evident. Yeah, when you're in a shared environment with people, just commenting on something in the environment, another rep. Making an observation about something, another rep. We're talking about the weather, that's what people like to do. Here we go, another rep. Stop rehearsing your sentences before the social encounter. Yeah, people like go in the mirror. Like for speeches, it's different. Yeah, but this is not a speech. Yeah, you're not on the stage. You're not in the spotlight. There's no spotlight effect on you. You are a human being, and you just be calm, relaxed, and natural. And obviously, it's a skill, so don't expect yourself to be that at the beginning. But that's why you don't need to rehearse. Say you're in the environment right now. Yeah, go in there with the intention of, okay, I'm practicing to be a more social person. And then somebody's there next to you, you go, hey, how's it going? Or, damn, that music is loud. Or, you're walking into the gym. This is me the other day, walking into the gym. Bruh, there's so many doors in this place, like, come on. That's it. All you need is the icebreaker, like, to begin the convo. It doesn't have to be a full-on convo. You just learn to break the ice every single time with whatever people, and then one out of 10, 2 out of 10 end up in a conversation. It's the skill, like I said, of having the ability to do it, but you don't have to do it. You're not forced. You have it inside you, like in your toolkit. That's the most powerful thing. Most conversations die before they even begin because everyone is just standing around and they're all in their head, all overthinking what to say, and nobody's in the present moment. Some people are in the past, in the future, and all you have is a skill, with meditation, journaling, being in the present moment, and just vibing. Yeah, good vibes. Honestly, I'll make a set of like things in another video, maybe like observation. That's one of the most simplest ones. Take that one away from the video. Observation. Yeah, environmental. That's the biggest one, most easiest one. Now, because a lot of people's nervous system needs training, how do we train it? It's with exposure therapy. So what is exposure therapy? It's when we slowly go into our discomfort zone. Yeah, we sit in our comfort zone. Here's the discomfort zone. And like say like you're this, yeah? And you got like the big ball around you. And you got like, oh, boom. You out there? Oh, come back in. Yeah, you want to go out? Come back in. And then slowly you go, you like get out of there and the circle gets bigger, doing some funny hand movements, but you probably hopefully get the picture. Where we just want to do exposure therapy and get you more comfortable in a more environment. And it's not torture, yeah. You don't want to fling yourself over to like New Zealand and go and shut down. Like nobody goes into the gym and go like start us on 100 kg bench press. We start on literally not even the bar, not even 20 kg bar. Sometimes you go over to the dumbbells and you do the big 2 kg dumbbells. Yeah, there's no shame. There's no shame in that. That was honestly me. Yeah, I had no chest back in the day. Well, exposure therapy is like Level 1, eye contact, saying thank you, smiling, have a good day, waving. Microscopic things. Level 2, a short comment on something, a little like question. Sometimes a compliment, a tiny one. And like if you're a guy, you don't want to do this with an attractive girl because that is like spikes your nervous system. You do this with just like some random old lady or some random people. Yeah. Level 3, initiating conversation. Yeah, that can start with the icebreaker, and then you carry it on after that. That's difficult. That can be learned. Expressing your opinions. Your inner voice is valuable. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Yeah, it's a skill where you trust that your inner voice is valuable, and whatever just comes to your brain, you just say it, because that's like how normal conversations flow. And a big one is holding silence without panic, because silence is powerful, especially when you want to create the dynamics in the relationship. But that's a really like advanced part. But just sitting there holding silence, like being in silence with people, is a skill. Yeah, not like people can be in silence because they're awkward and they're going, "Oh, what should I say?" No, not that stuff. I mean, you're silent and you focus on everyone else, the environment, other people, observing, like you're the king or something. Yeah, and like other levels like group speaking, speaking to people you're attracted to, public speaking. Those are also then like up there. Even I struggle with those, but everyone struggles with those because even people who are doing it for years, those are like level 1000 skills. You can still get it. Social skills is like the muscle. Yeah. Don't expect to be the biggest, most confident guy in the room day one. Remember. Yeah. Doing one thing slightly more going into. I don't know where you are, obviously, because I don't know you, but you go, or depending on your level, you just do one. You be slightly more open, slightly more honest, slightly more vulnerable, and you get out of that comfort zone. The goal is not to just kill the fear. Yeah, the fear will always be there. The goal is to move while the fear exists. Don't let the fear control you. The fear will never fully go away, and we just learn to do it while the fear is there. Some people spend years believing there's something wrong with them, or they just keep the identity in them, and they were never really taught how to be social, which is just tragic. Now, you think we're humans. We're in school. Let's do a course, a class on how to talk. But no, they teach you some rubbish. They just think it'll happen automatically, which for a lot of us it doesn't. But your social confidence is learnable. Your nervous system can change and adapt. Your identity can change, and your life will change with these skills. Like your entire life will change because you just become more charismatic, confident, courageous. You're not doomed to just stay the shy, quiet one forever. You can change. One conversation at a time. One uncomfortable moment at a time. And I want to help you with that. If you got any comments, leave them in the comments or any thoughts, and I'll help you. And I really do want to help you with this because I struggled with it for so long. And this is just one of the biggest roadblocks I feel people face in this society today. And even if I help one person change their life or just feel better, that's enough. This is solo.